Hi, and welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 13th of February 2024. So stocks hit all-time highs again, new era in productivity and profitability, except we've seen this all before, we certainly have. As long as the music is playing, you've got to get up and dance. And I think the dancing may stop when we get the Dow to 40,000. Small caps outperform after bigger tech reverses low ahead of today's CPI numbers. So they are out at 1:30 p.m, which you can see there. Forecast, as we mentioned yesterday, at 2.9, a drop of 0.5% is what's on the cards there. Claimant count out at 7 a.m. for the UK. Just have a quick look through. Nothing else really apart from they've got an economic forecast, but that's tentative at no set time. So yeah, big one today, CPI number. So let's have a look at the market's reaction, or the day before the release of these numbers, and we'll kick off with the Dow. So the Dow once again moved higher, got another all-time high, 38,929. We're heading to the 40,000. It's made great strides yesterday. We've got an uptick in the momentum as well. So where are we? We're only a few hundred points away now, aren't we, really? I mean, the market yesterday, it's moved to the upside. If you just look at the start, it didn't take a lot to move up a couple of hundred or 300 points, was it? 312 points. So yeah, as long as the CPI numbers are good and the rest of the market, the rest of the week doesn't have too much on the economic news front that's too dangerous for the market, then you can expect to see 40,000 being hit the way the markets are currently trading. Let's have a look at the DAX during yesterday. And the the DAX up also, 17,064. Didn't break yesterday's all-time high, but if we go from here down to here, you'll see the market traded right up to the 89% retracement. That was the high for yesterday. That will be a problem today if the market continues to move to the upside. Yesterday morning did absolutely nothing, managed to break to the upside, then pull back to the close, and it took the afternoon with the Dow spiking to the upside from the open to drag the DAX along. But when the Dow moved lower, so did the German DAX, and it's just managed to get above the close and the DP from yesterday. So maybe we're going to see another run back to yesterday's high for the German DAX. All the action will be first thing this morning, and maybe a little bit around sort of 11 a.m. before the market then goes to sleep and waits for the CPI numbers from the US. The S&P, new all-time high, 5,048, so continuing to move up, still holding above the 5-bar moving average, still vertical. 30-minute chart, absolutely nothing yesterday morning. 2:30, cash market opens, market up 89% retracement. I don't know what happened here. Maybe talk of war or whatever, but the market then moving sideways to lower. Already the market spiked up. It's only 6:30 a.m, but it's already spiked up. It needs to get back above the DP in order to move back to anywhere near yesterday's all-time high, which we see there is 5,048. In the FT 100, well, a bit lackluster, not doing an awful lot, but then again, we're heading towards a general election, and the economy isn't doing too well, is it? Let's face it. So true reflection here. I mean, the US isn't doing fantastic either, but at least the UK is reflecting what we're going through at the moment a bit more there. 30-minute charts down to begin with, sideways, back up with the Dow, and then sideways on the overnight, and just trying to get back above the close in the DP to have any attempt at moving back to the high that we saw of yesterday. Meanwhile, in the US dollar, this has been treading water. It's been waiting for those CPI numbers. If they come out higher than forecast, the dollar will move higher. If they come out lower than forecast, it will move lower, which means that the metals will do the opposite. So let's have a quick look at those. So silver was allowed to move up yesterday. It traded up to 78% retracement in the 50 EMA, and then it was absolutely crushed and sent to the downside, which you can see there. So moving up in the Asian market, the electronic market, we get the London fix. What a surprise. No surprises there. We see this all the time. And then the market sideways, breaking out a bit now from the DP and trying to move higher. Of course, this is going to be dependent on what the CPI numbers are in relation to the dollar and the dollar's relationship to the metals. Meanwhile, in gold, sideways to lower yesterday, unlike silver that was allowed to move on the upside. So let's have a look at the 30-minute chart. And again, opening session of the LBMA, or the FIX, and down she came, but back above the DP at the moment. So let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio, see how that played out yesterday. And down again, in fact it spiked down and is down on the overnight as well. So silver trying to recover once more. Whether it will be allowed to, we'll find out at 1:30 p.m, won't we? So silver's up move is consistent with the gold-silver ratio moving to the downside there for the time being. So have a quick look at yesterday's trades and the 2 minutes overnight, see where the markets are trading ahead of the CPI numbers. So we kicked off with a trade that went to the scalp. I didn't hit the record button in time. I was sidetracked by looking at the new stuff that I'm developing, and then the market moving to the downside. Wasn't expecting a lot of the markets were a sort of day before the CPI numbers. We had a potential sell signal. The market continuing to move down. Let me just bring this back a bit so you can see where the trade was exited at 14 points after the market broke. I got the 200 MA. This is also an 89% retracement, or more or less a double bottom there. The market finding support and then moving back to the upside. And they were the only two trades of the day, as the market then traded sideways, and then around 11 o'clock, which is why I mentioned that earlier, the market then started to move a bit, and then down we went again. 1 p.m, market having another look at the high of Friday, sideways again. Then we had the US markets and the Dow screaming up 300 points. Took a moment or two for the DAX to break. Unfortunately, we didn't get a signal because the market was already long, so I suppose the signal is it was already long. Went through the high and then continued to follow the Dow there, as you can see, all the way through the remainder of the afternoon until we had the 4 p.m. cutoff. A quick look at the 2 minute chart. You can see already we're starting to move to the upside. May get a shakeout to begin with. The pink line there is the claimant count change, which is formerly known as the unemployment numbers. At the moment, market sideways to higher. A quick look where we are from yesterday's high, not that far. Again, claimant count out at 7 a.m. is enough to run the market up another 50 points, and the Dow is already up on the overnight market as well. I'll just show you this before we finish. So the overnight Dow, you can see, has already spiked up over 50 points. And no surprise really that the DAX is doing the same there as well. Okay, that will do it for this one. Let's see what those numbers are at lunchtime. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.